My God, Wavy.
Almost people in it.
Looks like Augie found his Ethernet plug inside his drywall. No, oh my God, dude. Last night, you guys are all fucking brain dead, dude. The problem I was having last night is that the port in my fucking wall is fried, so I'm gonna have to call the guy to get it fixed. It's the same thing in Connor's room, but the port that's like right outside the wall in like the living room still works. So I had to get like a really long Ethernet cable and run it through my house, but that port works, so that's why I'm connected.
And everyone thinks that we were using a fucking phone line.
Everyone thought we were using a phone. Yeah, everyone was so. No. Everyone be quiet. Everyone be quiet. Dude, people on Twitter. I gotta rant for a second. People on Twitter thought that I jammed a fucking Ethernet cable, which is too big for a fucking phone line cable. They thought I crammed it into the wall and like punctured a hole into my wall. That's what they unironically thought I did. And I'm just like, are you guys like? Am I getting played right now? Like, what is going on? How is that what you think my problem is? Guys, so I tweet, I'm like, hey, I need help. I plugged my Ethernet into the wall and it's not working. What's going on? People heard.
That's not what you said.
No. That's literally what I said. And people heard that and they thought Augie jammed an Ethernet cable into a phone line port on the wall and like broke his house. That's what they thought I did. Like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
No, they asked if you were confusing Ethernet with coax.
That's not even a question that I like need to answer because it's so brain dead. There's like no possible way I could have done that.
Yeah,
so
but the question you asked is so you said, how do I work my Ethernet port? That's literally what you said.
I plugged my Ethernet into the wall and it's not working. So how do I get it to work?
And then
how
people were like people were like inquiring, like, what do you mean? Do you mean
no?
Like they were
you
like
asked,
inquiring.
You're like, just plug it in, bro. That's what you said. You were just plug it in. I'm like, retard. That's the problem. I plugged it in and it didn't work.
I did it with like 3 question marks because I didn't know what you were asking.
No, you were trying to be. No, you're so full of shit because you were trying to be a smart ass on Twitter. You were just like, oh, just plug it in, bro. Oh, you just know how to plug it in. You were being a smart ass on Twitter.
He's low. He's low. Being a smart ass because
okay. So now so don't pretend like you were asking a question honestly, trying to figure out what the problem was. Just admit you're being a smart ass.
I can ask while being a smart ass. Hello?
They're
not mutually exclusive.
Maybe you're both right, and this is a matter of perspective.
The word. Yeah. See, Wavy. What he said word for word is, how do I use my Ethernet port? That's literally all you ask. Important. How do I use my Ethernet port? What does that mean? Literally, what does that mean?
I don't know how that's difficult for you. I don't know how it's difficult for you. I plugged it in. It didn't work. How does it work?
Did you literally say that though? Did you literally say that like
how
word
does
for word?
Ethernet port
that's
work?
Literally
because
what
I plugged it in and it didn't work.
No, you didn't give any of that context on Twitter. You're just like, how do I use my port? That's literally what you said. How do I use it? How much
context do I have to? I plugged it in. It didn't work. How do I use the port? How do you need any more context than that?
You never said.
I didn't know I had to. I didn't know I had to walk you through this like you're like a baby, like you're like a 2-year-old. I didn't know I had to like walk you through every little tiny little step that I did. I thought I could just ask something and you would know because most people like understand.
More insignificant argument ever.
I was gonna say. You both are like right in your own ways, but it's just.
I don't understand. I guess next time, like, maybe I need to like spell it out in like a different language so Bowblax can understand.
Plugged it in.
Imagine.
Hey, Bowblax, I plugged something into the wall.
Oh, you don't want me to talk?
It didn't work. How do I get it to work? Does that do I need to like next time I ask you a tech question, which there will never be a next time.
Wait, no. Let me paint the scenario. All right, Augie calls up a tech guy. How do I use my Ethernet port? They respond, what do you mean? Augie responds, are you brain dead? Are you dumb?
Bowblax, you think
that's not how it worked at all.
Wait, you think that Augie...
literally
No. I have a question. You think that Augie was just sitting there with the Ethernet like cable in his hand, staring at the hole in the wall, and was like, "What do I do?"
That's what he thought. No, Bowblax, don't argue that. Don't argue that because you know that's what you thought. You know that's what you thought. Don't argue that.
That's not literally what I thought.
Oh, not literally. Not literally.
That's how he worded it. That's how he worded it. So I was mocking how he worded it.
Am I supposed to put this into the wall now, or what?
That's how he described it. So I'm like, what do you mean, how do you use your Ethernet port? Like, huh? Like, plug it in?
So fucking
like, what are you talking about?
You're so fucking brain dead.
I mean, if you look at the Twitter exchange, I'm 100% in the right, but Augie deleted his tweet because he's a pussy.
No, I deleted my tweet because I called you a retard. I didn't want to get banned.
Augie, I don't know what you're acting like. I just can't find the word to describe it. You're just acting. You're acting like
Yeah.
Acting like a white something.
Do I have
Sargon said?
Red Fox comment archived on my?
Yeah, he had a limp cable in his hand, staring at the wall. Yeah, exactly. He's just like,
how do I plug it in, guys? That's what Bowblax thinks.
He had like a little
you know
bit
what's
of
funny
drool
too?
coming out
You
of
know
his
what's funny
mouth.
too?
Like,
Here's the funniest part about last night's conversation, all right? I asked a simple question. Bowblax asked, just plug it in. But then Xanderhole replied, and he replied with like the phone line cable thing. And then Bowblax took that and ran with it like he knew anything of what he was talking about. It's like, oh, that's what he did. He plugged it into the phone line. Wow, Augie's so dumb. He plugged it into the phone line.
That's not what
as soon as somebody else entered into the conversation of the phone line thing, you took that and you ran with it, like pretending like you knew anything about like the situation that we were talking about.
Word for word, because you keep misinterpreting my tweets like a fucking dumbass. Like you don't know how to interpret anything.
I'm sorry. Like, yeah, I'm misinterpreting them. You just sound really fucking stupid. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, and it doesn't sound stupid
I don't
to
think
say.
anybody sounds stupid.
How do I use my Ethernet port? Okay, what's the answer to that? How do I use my Ethernet port?
I don't know how you could possibly need any more context than what I gave you.
What do you mean? Okay,
I'm sorry, but I'm just not used to people needing me to walk them through every step like they're a little baby.
Listen, I get it. If you're not giving him any,
if somebody asks me
about,
like,
anything else.
Hold on, if somebody asks me like, how do I?
And then he's like, good one.
No. Yeah, because I don't. Because you responding like just plug it in. No. You responding just plug it in was like so fucking brain dead to me. I was like, how do I? I'll be honest with you, I didn't know how to respond to your tweet because I'm like, how is he confused? Like I don't understand.
See both. I would do what Augie did, and I would do what Bowblax did, bro. Like you're both arguing about such dumb shit. Like
I actually didn't realize that.
Dude, I was watching National Geographic earlier today, and the conflict was two apes throwing shit at each other. And honestly, I think that was a more important conflict than this.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna read the super chats. And
it's not as entertaining though.
I'm gonna read the super chats and go work on the show.
Here's what I said word for word in response to Xander.
You can cry about it. I don't care.